Here's a toast to the worst show ever. Into somewhere we all see the crack. Every broken bond, your greatest treasure. Every bit of trust you can't give back. Here's a toast to the worst show ever. Jay, you live and that's your curse. Into somewhere, into never. May this be your final verse. Hey! Raise your glass to the crash and burn. Click and stream and never return.
It's an amazing Wednesday. Happy to have you all here. January 28th, 2026. I always got to look because I never remember. Welcome back to Into Somewhere Weekly. And I just wanted to say I am so excited for the Rumble. It's got me feeling all kinds of, what's that, banana army? Fruity. And I just...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's up? How can you...
No intro yet.
Wait, how can you interrupt the stream?
Because I apparently on my phone, I can just press this button right here, and it goes like this. You see?
How? Oh, I know. I made you one of those established moderators for your email.
Yes. Speaking about stuff, we need to address something immediately. Everybody needs to be aware of this.
Yes, sir. People probably
also
think
have
this is a joke.
access to your computer. No.
Do not.
Pull up
the
screenshots. What? Yeah. Pull up the screenshots I sent you of this account on Twitter.
The Twitter account?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I gotta find. I'm looking for it.
No.
All right, here's the screenshot that you're talking about.
What is that? Can you read that to everybody right now?
Hold on.
Apple Club.
Apple Club. I thought someone was being a wise ass. If you snowflakes can't handle my opinions, then I will tell my friend Tony on you and get your account taken away. Bring it, you WWE loving marks. At least I get laid. # be beautiful. What about it?
Be beautiful. Kind of sounds like, stay sexy, all that,
Be beautiful. How does that sound like stay sexy? That's my thing. So this is what?
There's more.
Okay,
Don't
all
act
right.
like it's just that.
Then you sent this.
Apple Club, though.
Yeah, all right. So Apple Club. I mean,
Yeah,
you see how
what
many
is
likes
this?
the other one got?
Wait.
Look at the interactions. 420 likes at 4:20 a.m. That's why. But
Now read this tweet. What the hell?
AEW is the best product ever. WWE should just give them Liv Morgan and call it a day. The Rumble is going to blow. Get it?
Then that hashtag again.
Hashtag be beautiful. So they made a poor tasted bomb joke and more the hashtag they like to tag.
But why do they want Liv Morgan in AEW? I hate AEW, so it can't be me. And you always try to defend. There's more.
There's things I like about AEW, but I don't defend them. I mean,
there's more. This comes to a funny coincidence when you said I was trying to replace you, and after Into Somewhere Sports was announced. So what is this?
It says, anyone looking to co-host a wrestling podcast with yours truly, apparently John Smith there, must know wrestling history and love AEW. Send application to Cody O Sucks at appleclub.com.
Cody O Sucks?
I actually think that's a zero. Cody Zero Sucks.
No,
that's
that's an O.
It's a zero, and the SUX is like Sussex, I think. Maybe they're from overseas and like Cody's the area or something. They seem British to me. What about you, chat? Sounds legit like some foreigner.
So what else is there? Is there any other images here?
All I know is that once you started complaining, Apple Club is no more. So what did you do?
Why are you getting so defensive if it isn't you?
It's not me.
You said I replaced you.
Yeah.
Then you went and looked, and this Apple Club appears.
Yes.
This kind of sounds like, from out of nowhere into somewhere. Now Banana Club to Apple Club.
Okay, well, I mean,
listen,
maybe, but I don't think it's like that. I'm just.
I contact my agent. And apparently you have bot accounts. There's Orange Club, Apple Club, Grape Club, Pear Club.
Your
Tomato
only
Club,
evidence
Pumpkin
so
Club.
far is from the Twitter banner on top of the Apple Club Twitter account that's no longer there because it's
maybe
suspended.
You shouldn't have. Well, maybe you should have at least changed the name there, buddy. Look at you.
Fucking AI. Okay. So I was taking submissions to replace you. Happy? And WWE sucks. I love AEW. I said it. Happy?
So look at your hat. That's a banana. You betrayed the banana.
I did no such thing.
Apple.
I knew what I was doing. I was catfishing men left and right. I mean, women.
Wait. You didn't even tell me that part.
Listen, I was trying to find people to replace you, and then it got surprisingly sexy, but I knew be beautiful was a hashtag too far, but it worked so well. I got so much interaction. How did you get my other accounts taken down, though? What happened to Pineapple Club? I used that for all the hentai. Come on, dude. Like, I get the point. You want to punish me, but the lockbox thing was funny, okay?
Well, Pineapple
and
Club had a whole bunch of things.
I still have the key. You're not getting the flash drive back.
Yeah. Then you tried to change it to countdown started.
I'm so mad right now. I just figured it out.
What?
I tip my thinning hair off to you because I admit defeat, sir. I am an asshole, but you had me checkmated, and I didn't. I bit right into your trap, Mr. Onidi. Fair play.
You tried to replace me.
What did you warned me to what? Not open that box, right? And I did it anyways. And I used that. And I even made a joke. Oh, I'll put the flash drive in the virtual machine. No, I put the flash drive on my computer because I'm like, let's see what this idiot has on here. Oh, it's the audio he was supposed to send me for his podcast. He knew I was gonna take his box, so he put it in there as a joke. What was on the flash drive? How much malware did you put on my computer? Like, I don't get how you seemingly think you
It was into
have
somewhere sports.
control of everything, you know? I mean, people liked Into Somewhere Sports. It's doing very well, actually, but I don't know. I'm just I'm a little worried with you having these kind of powers.
So you thought you needed to go create Apple Club?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do when you're in charge of editing, and it's making me like concerned. I really.
Look at, I got you upside down.
I
This is fun.
This is come on, we're trying to have a show here, dude. Like, I don't know why you got it. This is not funny.
Can I make you disappear? Let's see.
No, don't.
Yeah. Right there. And I can do that. Do that. And that.
Cody.
Anyway, now it's the Cody O show. So,
They can
ladies
still
and gentlemen.
hear me, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
be quiet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cody O show. And today, I'm letting you all know that Jackbox is no more. Jackbox is canceled. All of you will listen to sports talk, Mets talk, Washington Redskins talk, and it's all mine. Anyway, so you know what, Jake, you can come back.
All right, but me, what if I switch the scenes? I'm back. There we go.
There you.
If I don't link it as a source, the pyro's overriding you. I'm overtaking you by using up too much RAM. That's what I gotta do. I just have to run as many programs as I can. Work with me, chat. Let's do it. We can do it. All right, open that entire folder and let's drag this into here. There we go. Oh, there we go. That was enough. I got my feedback. So I just got to unghostify myself. What did you do to me? How dare you?
I'm sorry.
You should be sorry, all right? I would never replace you. I was looking for someone to be a host until a certain someone fell into our lap. So now that you have Isaiah, you know, we no longer need your replacement. See?
Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Pico. Okay.
Time
out. Time.
Uh-oh. No, you don't go mad. Oh, well.
This is my own dictatorship.
Sucks so with those.
You praise the Lord of Jaden Daniels and every Met player.
Not again. I'm sorry, Grandma. Fucking clowns.
Wait. Why are we behind the clowns? Wait, were we the clowns this whole time?
No.
Are you sure?
It's just poor placement.
Oh. It's okay. Jake, but
God.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Yes.
The AEW owner, Ron.
Who did you not time out in the chat? Everybody's timed out. Now no one can talk. Oh, dear God.
No, I timed out.
Timed out the entire chat. What is wrong with you?
Did I?
Now Jeremy's going to have to take your mom out on a nice steak dinner and never call her back.
No, wait, did I actually time out everyone?
Yes, look at them. They're all locked up. Now we need to free the Greys, as they say. Well, I don't possess that power, and you have too much power, apparently, or not enough. I know you can see even in the analytics, right? So they say. We're only on YouTube tonight. We're hanging out, but tomorrow night we are having a massive gaming night. We're going to be here for hours upon hours. Probably 24. No, I wish we could, but we're going to be here for a long time tomorrow night. We're going to have a blast. We're going to be playing some games. I've got one I want to try on stream with you. We'll see if it works. We've got to try it in co-op tandem. It looks like it'll be cool. And then we'll get into Jackbox as well. It's going to be tied in with UCR podcasts, so our filthy mouths are going to be untamed. I'm sure it'll get age restricted at some point. The goal is to just not have it taken down. So if we can keep that from happening, there we go. Tube steak dinner with extra gravy. That's right.
We're going to be talking about real life topics. You know.
Yeah, you're right. No, we are. We could be less intentionally restrictive on ourselves in this setting. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm greatly looking forward to it. And hopefully, now that this worked, I can also go ahead and get Spaz his content that he's been so patiently waiting for. I don't know why rendering today has just been taking so long on every site, but it did not want to let me share this or anything on Google Drive. It was pretty upsetting. So now I've got to go to Spaz and be like, here you go, finally.
Nope.
But
Apparently, Nate said the
that's
clowns
the
are
state
back
of
for
wrestling.
both of us. And if we don't do a good show tonight, the clowns are going to capture us.
Okay. All right. Not funny. Can't sleep. Clown will eat me. Regardless.
Can we get things started with Ron?
Yes, we absolutely are. If you refer to our docket of the week of the 28th Wednesday, as of January 2026, allegations have surfaced to now be allegedly, I have to say carefully, but it seems to be proven true, that burner accounts on X, formerly Twitter, associated with AEW President Tony Khan, with reports specifically highlighting an account operating under the name Ron. Here are the key details surrounding these allegations. Excuse me. And jump in at any point, Cody. The alleged account Ron, the account in question referred to as Ron11479, has been accused of being a pro AEW burner that possessed inside information regarding AEW, according to claims highlighted in social media discourse and reports. So the accusations gained traction after your guy, Nick, the talent agent, he went ahead and said a former talent agent at Paradigm, who represented WWE talents, that's being him, claimed to have exposed this account as being run by Tony himself, allegedly, but the account and similar alleged burner profiles have been described as aggressively defending AEW, engaging in outright arguments with critics, and in some cases commenting on or attacking rival wrestling figures. Some were like, there's no way this is, real, but people went ahead and said that, oh, you might be deranged putting yourself in these situations. It's like, no, that now there's proof. This is not the first time allegations of a burner account for Tony have surfaced. Similar discussions happened back in early 2023. And this is a heated discourse. So right here, you see it. Talent agent accuses Tony Khan of running secret AEW fan account. And we've got a few things to pull up on this. Let me go ahead and get that both for you. But one of the accounts is the main issue here. So the Ron one in particular has said a litany of disparaging, crazy, awful shit. A lot of anti-Semitic comments, and it's very bizarre. So I'm not sure what you know, Cody, but right now it's like Tony Khan called out for anti-Zionist AEW fan burner X account. The pro Tony Khan account posts things that only Tony would know, followed BJ Bethel and other Tony Khan code conspirators, followed the Tony Khan bot armies, which people know, like when he likes or talks about something, he gets a massive influx of likes. That's because it's a setup, and people know that he's been botted many times before. He's view botted on streams and mass deleted his post and locked his account down once he was called out. But he's anti-trans, anti-Jade Cargill. He's pro-Muslim, anti all of the same people as Tony Khan. And Tony presents himself one way, but his attitude apparently changes on the other side, is the alleged point here. He said, this guy has inside knowledge. I got fired from Paradigm 12 days ago. And he said, what are your connections to Hollywood? Sorry, Tony, the VPN won't save you.
Ron, I think, celebrated people losing their jobs, like JD and Nick, like from Paradigm, and JD obviously from House of Glory. And I think this burner account just shows that Tony did get like people like JD fired from House of Glory because JD goes on his reviews and shits on the product. So Tony has a fetish of getting people fired from their jobs, celebrating it, and going on burner accounts. And
how do you say Nick's last name? Is it Lo Piccolo?
Lo Piccolo, I think.
Okay, that's what I thought. But people said he deactivated his account. Other people are saying, because I went and tried to pull up the tweets, and his account is no more. So it says right now,
Nick Lo Piccolo?
Yep.
Yeah, his account I think, gone too. I don't know if.
Oh, it is gone. I just looked it up, and this is all you see now. Something went wrong. Try again. Like it's not even like this is suspended or it's gone. It's been nuked. So
I think the AEW,
he might have done it
sickos-
himself. He said he wanted to. He said he wanted to kind of nuke it before, and
Yeah, and I guess he did just that. And so this guy's had problems with like Joey Janela, Tony Khan, a lot of AEW superstars, like because the AEW company locker room is very immature.
yeah,
And Nick Piccolo is right. He does have some knowledge because he is an agent that represents multiple people in WWE. CM Punk, Liv Morgan, Drew McIntyre, I believe Cody Rhodes. If I'm not mistaken, Jade Cargill, Blake Monroe.
yeah.
He represents like all of them. And yeah. So Tony over here, what do you think about him? Or Ron?
It's a very interesting case, and every time I'm trying to pull up more of this evidence, it's been deleted, which is really troublesome. So
Yeah, like they said it was like JD and Nick both said it was Tony, and I'm not sure if I read something wrong, but Nick and JD both have talked about apparently like
yeah, and
filing
people are
some
like, oh,
lawsuit on
Nick's
Tony
just
Khan.
doing this because he's recently unemployed and he couldn't keep his mouth shut, and I don't know. People are saying, oh, see, he's not anti-trans, but the tweets were out there. So I'm trying to look for the exact ones and proof. And a lot of it's just been ratified at this point, but there's no.
Some people have said that JD and Nick might possibly file a lawsuit against Tony Khan, though.
Yeah, people have hijacked his account now saying, like, is this a promise from Tony or Ron? My man Ron. Will Ron be there? So everything he puts out, it's like, is this a promise from Tony or Ron? It's like people are
I've been
trolling him good,
Tony
but
all day.
yeah, see, so I'm not sure.
JD did something before. I think Ronnie is upset.
Right, Jer? Your pro biology. No, it's not so much that has an issue with that. He has an issue with like, I think the movement itself, not the genetics behind it. You know what I mean? I think it's something deeper, but regardless, still, the whole thing is a mess and it's not a good look, and people are just really upset. It says he went public after his account was reinstated, accusing a burner account he believes was tied to AEW President Tony Khan, because his account was taken down first, and then he got it back up, and then, hey, what do you know? Now he's down again. So maybe he didn't want his account down and it was taken down. You don't know what's true, right? Here are the original set of tweets. Allow me to enlarge it, but it's just proof that shows down here. You can't click on them anymore because they're into nothing. But it was, he's like, Jesus' fiction alone proves you don't know what you're talking about or actual history. Like they're arguing with people, and it's just, the whole thing is a bad look. If it's not Tony, there's easy ways you can
Does
prove
it
it's
talk
not
like
him.
Tony? Like the
Yes, it had the same. What do you say? Like mannerisms or influx, and all of it was just very
Not.
bizarre.
Now we're not saying definites, but what would your percentage be that it is, Mr. Conman?
I say like 90% confident. Like with the way everybody pointed so many things out, the way that the one thing that really tips me off is like some of the knowledge of stuff, like things will be said right before they go to air, or if changes are made that, that people have proved, like, oh, changes happen to Dynamite. Who else would, like, things like that. Like just there was always coincidences, and it was already suspected before this, but now, this account was very, 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 very meddlesome too. Would sit there and argue with people for hours on end. So all in all, it's not a good look. It's not a good thing. And yeah,
who knows what else is going to come out of this, but Niccolo Piccolo.
Yeah, his account is gone as of right now. So that's
so JD and Nick have both been like trolling Tony big time until Nick deactivated.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
do you think Tony got JD fired from House of Glory?
I'm only speculating. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't know if he absolutely was like, you have to fire him, but I imagine there was some type of call and pushback being like, hey, I need you to, not have him here for this. And that turned into something bigger. So
Yeah.
I think there was a forced movement. Does that make sense? Like it was.
Do you think it's ridiculous just because he doesn't like the product?
Probably. I'm sorry. I've got to take this
Does JD
off. So
we're trying to be fair to all parties here.
Yes.
Do you think JD pushes boundaries sometimes? Because you can critique a product and not like it, but do you think he pushes the envelope too much? Like,
no, not at all.
What's
and you know who really had a good response?
Who?
Apple Club, until you nuked his account, asshole.
I'm sorry.
You could have just told me. I would have, wrote some nice things about you finally. But no, you got to bring it on air and take over the show. Think I forget doing some stupid. We're back. That's right, into Somewhere Weekly. Sorry, folks, I had to purge the system. Cody's going to call back so we can get him back in here. Cody, are you there?
Yes, I am.
I am so sorry. I did not mean to shock you that hard. I didn't know the setting was up to 11. The dial goes up and down by 5. Sorry, but sorry. Damn it. The Mets are out of the playoffs?
Already? The season didn't start yet.
Pico said Mets eliminated from playoffs race in January, so he's pretty sure it already happened. He might be clairvoyant or psychic. What if he's predicting your future? What do you think about people saying AEW won because Nick's account is deactivated? I just don't think he wanted to deal with the influx of bullshit from morons.
I don't think that means AEW won because
his accusation stand and there's merit behind it.
It's funny that burner account deactivates because Tony could have said this isn't true. Like he goes and deactivates the burner.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Obviously there was something there that probably he didn't want people seeing.
There must be a lot of stuff he didn't want to see if not only did he nuke it, but he cleared it.
I think Nick wanted to get off Twitter for a while now. He still has like his Instagram and stuff. I think he's, like you said, pointed out, I think Nick has wanted to get off that platform for a long time now.
Seems like it, yeah. And it's unfortunate because I was hoping we could have gotten more information, basically. Selfishly, yes, but also just for fans in general, because it seemed like, there's just a lot of unanswered questions. Where do we go from here? Is this the one that's being super bright? No, I think it's, which one's blocking us out? It might just be the monitors. God damn it. Regardless, I am honestly getting excited for the Royal Rumble. I wasn't lying when I said get fruity because it's happening this weekend, whether you're ready or not. It is coming, Cody. You hear me?
Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
It's coming. The Rumble. One of the things we wanted to talk about, people are going to have to, it's one of those trust me, bro situations for the best that we can credit sources and whatnot. But talking to someone that was a assistant to someone that was a writer formerly, they went ahead and said that due to the location of the Rumble, they intentionally sandwiched it and placed it in between other events so it would feel kind of just like a hiccup. Because if you notice, the budget for advertising for the Rumble is down massively. They are not pushing this show any bit. Think about it. What have you seen for them advertising? Not only is there a late start for heavy advertising, that proves they're not getting into more of it, but what big interest is there, So they just now this week finally have the rest of people, declaring their spots in the Rumble.
How many spots are officially announced for each?
So we have, I counted earlier, I believe we have so many for the men and so many for the women. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
I don't know if you want to get into surprise entrances
Yeah.
Are we doing any Rumble predictions tonight, or are we saving that?
Essentially, we're not, but we're going to be speculating no matter what because it
We could
just
give some of
happens to
our
be the name
thoughts,
of a
but,
game.
like-
So we have 18 for the men and 16 for the women as of right now that I have listed. I think it's 17 for the women, and I'm missing one. I have to double check Wikipedia as I
I know
plan
Brock
to.
Lesnar was announced today, which is funny because Adam Pearce told Finn Balor that the Rumble's full.
Yes, it is full. So that was one of
And
my
Brock declared today.
frustrating points as well, and I am not a happy camper that that's what's coming to be here. So we'll get into that with
Gotta
Finn
stay
Balor as
consistent,
well.
but I guess there could be something that plays into that, saying
Yeah.
why is
so
that and being told the Rumble's full when people are still.
I'm curious here for the women. Maxxine Dupri was added. Oh, Becky Lynch, I think, is the only one that, like you said, that I didn't add to the list. So
I was an idiot before speaking about Rumbles, like the percentages for the men's and women's. I'm like, wait, is this your percentage?
no, we're
Or
doing
something. I'm
the
like, what are you
Vegas
talking
betting
about?
odds. Yeah. But
Okay,
I knew what
then
you
I
meant.
looked. I'm like, oh, I see what.
So it is 17 for the women and 18 for the men, but there's no room left. AJ Lee is definitely a name that is in the women's rumble. There's a few others too that we haven't discussed, yet, but we'll get there. So I have a theory and method to my madness with all of this. They basically informed us that there's a smaller budget for advertising, that they're not running any major storylines into the Rumble matches themselves. Think about it. Usually every Rumble has at least 2 to 3 major happenings in it. Like think back to the year with Drew where he won the Rumble, right? What was the main goal of that Rumble?
The 2021.
Yes.
He wanted to win it.
Besides that, he wanted to what? Eliminate Lesnar, to see who could eliminate Brock Lesnar. So that was the first.
I like that Rumble a lot.
That's one of my most recent favorites. Then Edge returned. So yeah, that's a freebie, a gimme, as Spaz would say, but I don't know what that's all about. But still, that was a story in itself. Seeing him interact with old friends and new rivals, that was great. But then there was also other stories with the men. And, the first half all got thrown out by Lesnar. The latter half, it got thickened up. And then they started to tell, quite a good few different stories that had carried over from Raw and SmackDown. What stories do we have heading into the Rumble matches with people? There's a few like tag team rivalries for the women, but for the men and the participants, you're really stretching to find any story because the champions aren't in it. And then what? You have tag teams fighting other tag teams? No shit. Like there's no major story, no major development. They're doing it in a stadium that they threw together, which is incredible. We see it popping up over here.
I wouldn't want to be the guinea pig for that test.
No.
Goddamn.
But they did some crazy things for that, as I said to you. They really... however they pulled that off was incredible. I mean, that is a feat of marvel. I don't know if I would want to be there to do it, but this is right here how it looks right now. This is as of a day ago video footage from the field. So it's the KAFD field. Look at the stage. Look at the setup. I mean, that's incredible. He's going to pan around and pan back. So they're almost fully set. They've been testing Nikki Bella's music, so she'll be there as part of the Women's Rumble as well. But I want to go back to a moment at the end here, right there. Actually, might get a better shot before it. So right there. Look at that stage. I mean, you can see it with the lights in between, the smoke's coming up and down. They got some type of inflatable. And then you see Nikki Bella's Tron, all the light racks. Like that looks marvelous. That was... Funny part is, supposedly, this is the biggest pyro budget of all time.
Really?
I was talking with Spaz about it before on the State of Wrestling. Make sure you check that out later, folks. After this show is over, that will be live. But yes.
Obviously, there's some spoilers, I think, like LA Knight, apparently, because they have a big whole sign now, right?
Yes.
For one of the entrances. So LA Knight's obviously returning.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had a Dominic one. I think those are obvious, though. Obvious returns, but
Yeah, there's quite a few. So before we
Since
get
we
into all
can't
the
fully
numbers, I just want to make one last point. The tepid hype, like compared to all years past, this buildup is the lowest of low energy yet, and it's failed to
That's
make
been
the event
asked.
feel significant.
makes
Who
you
has
forget that
who
the
has been
Rumble's this
focused?
weekend.
Yeah, who has been focused on the Rumble? I've not heard one person really come out and be like, "I need to win the Rumble so I can go to main." Like you've heard little bits from Jey. Oh, I'm declaring. I'm going to do it again. Like, but no one has that hunger. Jey had it the year before, but so did
Yeah.
Cena. We thought. So did Punk. We thought. So did, and so on. This year, there's no really one guy that's the standout. Everyone thinks Bron Breakker, but people are also thinking Roman because Roman hasn't been here for months. So let him win the fucking Rumble, right? Him and CM Punk again. Does
We'll
that
get
do
into more
anything
full
for you?
predictions.
I mean,
Friday,
what
but
are
I want-
our choices? Roman and Drew or Roman and CM Punk right
That's what
now?
I want to ask you. Give me your top three right now for you contenders for each Rumble.
All right.
What
Well,
do you
hold
think
on.
will win?
Let's go through all the participants first. Well, let's
Okay.
actually, because the Royal Rumble's production, as I mentioned, is going to be unbelievable. Ringside was saying that it's going to be WrestleMania level. Fans got their clearest look at the venue this week on Twitter, and you have a series of videos as I showed you guys. It looks really great. The LED system and all of that is spectacular, and the pyro is going to be freaking unbelievable. They are going to probably destroy a few city blocks because this is an open air arena. Explosions be damned. Ticket sales began before the arena was even shown to the public, and now demand has skyrocketed. So no one's going because they have to. It's all for sold fans. And they said the kind of comparison doesn't get thrown around lightly, especially for a show that isn't even part of WWE's traditional Big Four rotation. It always is. The fuck you talking about, PW Insider? But regardless, the budget is off the charts. Do you want to start with the men's or the women's? I'll give you that.
We'll go with the women's first.
Women's. So the participants that we know of so far is Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Asuka, Bayley, Lyra Valkyria, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Raquel, Chelsea Green.
But not to interrupt you, but the Raquel thing makes no sense because she's getting a world title match on Monday.
Yeah.
And she's in the Rumble match.
Yeah, we'll get into that. So I wish her title match was at the Rumble.
Yeah, me too.
So
Wow.
then we have Lash Legend, Nia Jax, Julia, Jordynne Grace, Maxxine Dupri, Becky Lynch, and AJ Lee. So now, how is Natty not going to be in there? Isn't she? I thought she was confirmed online. Guess not. But I know she's going to be part of this list. She has to be. So I really want to make sure we got, this down to a science. Who else are we thinking for the Women's Rumble? Anybody want to chime in? Let us know, please. But say so in the chat. And thank you all so much for hitting the like button. It helps us out a great deal. I'll pull over the women's participants so you guys have them as well. Look at that. I'm being professional, Cody. Not using other people's work. We create our own here. So those are the Women's Rumble entrants as of right now. Okay, let's speculate. Let's get into all of it. Raquel should not be in this, as you said.
AJ Lee's in the Rumble?
Not confirmed, but those are names.
But
She's making her comeback. They're under our talk about speculated. Fuck off. Work with me here. All right.
Okay.
Are you typing? I don't think so. Wendy Richter is going to be in there too. Listen, Raquel should not be in there. I agree. I want Raquel to win the damn title.
I don't think Raquel should be beaten right now. I like how they're making her this unstoppable force. Which I'll give you an early prediction. She shouldn't be in the Rumble, but I think she's going to have the most elimination.
That's interesting.
I think they're going to give that to her this year. I don't know if you agree with that.
I'm
think
not
they're
so
gonna have
sure.
her-
I think they might be doing that to another woman, Little Papa Pump, Jordynne Grace. I think they might be having her do the most eliminations.
They might give that. Okay, I could see that.
I'm not trying
One
to,
of them.
poo-poo on your
I can
parade.
see-
That's what Spaz and I predicted earlier, only because I've seen what they're doing with Jordynne. It's not a lot, but they want to try and build her up without having her beat everybody. So what a better way to do
But
it
they
than toss people out of the
Built
Rumble?
Raquel up more, I think, right now to make her look a little more dominant, and I think that could.
But I think it would. The problem is, in their eyes, it would build Jordynne more than it would Raquel. It would only add slightly to Raquel, as this would build Jordynne Grace.
I think it helps Raquel more because because she has the actual world title match like that Monday.
Yeah. See, I'd
So-
rather see her not in this resting for the world title. And
yeah,
they
I don't
should
think
just
she should
have
be in
her-
it whatsoever at all.
Yeah, just have her on the card wrestling and winning the title. Because think about this. She wins the title earlier in the night, and then Liv goes on to win the Rumble, and the show closes
Well,
with them
if
facing
that were-
off.
If that were to be the case,
Are they
if
allies?
Raquel
Are
were
they
to win the one-
enemies? Sable returns.
would that make it too predictable though? Because if Raquel won the world title, then Liv is
Obvious.
obviously winning the Rumble, right?
Yes.
So
But that's good. I'm okay with
Yeah.
that because that's a good story. Because what other stories going to this Rumble with the women is there? Rhea and Io are the tag champs. Why are they in here?
people aren't going to say I'm being
Excuse me.
biased, but Liv actually probably makes the most sense to win the Rumble.
No. So the
Because
top
There's that
percentages
story with
right now,
Stephanie
and you're going to be upset, but Bianca is at 36%, not in
I
our,
like
not in our
Bianca.
active list.
Why
But
would I
so
be
that's,
upset,
that's
sir?
because Liv is at 30% and Tiffany is at 11%. Tiffany Stratton, number 20, and Bianca
Give
would
me your
technically be
top three.
21. So this list
Give
is
me
no
your top
longer
three.
active.
Predictions for the Rumble right now,
Um,
or an idea who you think.
Jesus. Who did we just say? The two that we added? Slow brain here. I just said Bianca and Tiffany. Okay, Jake. Smoke more. Bianca and Tiff. Okay, so we need to update our Rumble page. Regardless, let's do it in real time. Tell me not to switch pages. Right. Regardless, who do I think? I think Liv. I think Jordynne Grace, and I think AJ Lee.
In that order or any?
I think Liv
Or
would
just-
win, but I think that's your final three. AJ Lee, Jordynne Grace, and Liv Morgan.
Morgan, and you're predicting right now, as of now, for Liv to win.
Yes, AJ Lee will be eliminated by Jordynne Grace while she's eliminating her. You get the elimination that way. Liv throws out big, strong Jordynne Grace while she's eliminating AJ Lee. Maybe even have
What's
AJ come
the
back
biggest-
in and put Liv in the finisher, the tarantula spider thingy there, and Black Widow. And then, see, worked it down. And then she flips her over the rope with like almost like an Oblivion move, but while she's still holding on, and then throws her out with her legs. Could be really cool. Could be fun.
What stories would you tell within the? Does AJ Lee eliminate Becky Lynch? Does Rhea or Io eliminate each other? Does Liv Morgan eliminate Raquel and Roxanne? Kind of thing.
No,
stories do
I
you
think
see?
I think they're going to get eliminated by Charlotte and Alexa. I think they're going to get a rematch for the tag titles. I think they're going to do something with that.
Rhea and Io
Yeah,
are gonna get eliminated. Do you think Liv then eliminates her
Charlotte.
partners? Or do you think Liv
or
eliminates
Alexa?
Raquel and Roxanne?
Hopefully. I hope that's
You need
the
to
goal.
have some story progression.
I think
there,
she'll
right?
eliminate Roxanne. I think Raquel is going to get eliminated by whoever. I'm
Jordynne or
surprised.
something.
I'm
But I
surprised
think,
Stephanie's not in this match. Honestly,
Do you have I think Raquel should maybe get eliminated by Jordynne Grace or something, because maybe Raquel starts off dominating or something, and then Jordynne Grace does something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
AJ Lee eliminates Becky Lynch is another prediction I have.
Oh, I like what the chat's thinking. Instead of Johnny B. Cook, what if they had one of the many, many members of the Onidi family or the whole damn Onidi bloodline? You turn it into the Onidi Six.
That's what Jackbox is, no?
Yeah, but let's in the real world where the ghouls come out to play, Cody. Don't you know? I see your soul deep in these woods, brother. I let you pray. Pray. Let's go. So, no, fuck the clowns. God damn it. Clowns are heartless bastards. Wouldn't let my grandmother get help. Everyone thinks that's a story, too, but... Oh, God. You send in the clown. Cody.
Yeah.
So who are your top three?
Top three, I think Liv, Bianca, I think they might have them actually be the final two. Because that's the whole discourse online.
Yes.
So make it unpredictable that way. Have them be the final two. And Jordynne Grace in there.
Yes. Well. We have to add a name, too, now.
Add a name?
Yep.
Michelle McCool likes taking things, so I think she'll be in there.
It's Lita.
Oh, Lita?
Apparently her Tron's been tested, and people are saying she's going to be in the Rumble.
So whatever happened to the Trish and Lita thing? Trish Stratus, I think, will be in the Rumble.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. I don't know if she is going, though. That's not been
She's
said.
still on the active roster page, right? Trish?
Trish? You have to double check. I'm not sure, but
I think Trish might be in the Rumble. I think Paige might return.
Now, that's one we've heard a lot about recently. Saraya. That's interesting. We were talking about that as well, and I could see them bringing back Paige. Now, what about someone like Britt Baker? I think her contract is still taken up. I don't see her showing up.
Maybe it's like quiet.
That's why Jordynne Grace counts as two entrants. Her and, the gigantic, gonna have. Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, you get it though. So, let me pull some magic here and do your job. Go to WWE.com, superstars, filter, current superstars, search, Trish Stratus. She's in the Hall of Fame section, so she's not under the active roster.
Active. But I feel like they always use Trish as a surprise, right?
We got Tamina, Tank, Tatum,
Brie, I think, might.
Thea, Tony, Trick, Triple H, no Trish, Tyler Bate. You'd be right there, right? Trick.
Yeah, that's
Triple,
true.
Tyler. No, and it's got all the women in there.
No Trishy. I was wrong. Okay.
Damn it. I thought you were right.
Fuck.
You fucked up again.
I'm sorry. I know that's coming out of my check, but sorry.
No, not this time. My AI wife is going to be in the Rebel Stewart said, and I agree, but...
wait, remember you said I'm in the Women's Royal Rumble?
You're in number 30. Yes, you got to be quiet. You're the surprise entrance. You're going to win.
Okay. Brie Bella.
Brie...
I could have been number one eliminating everyone.
Now, here's the thing. You're right on the money with this. We already know that Nikki's going to be there, and she's not in our list yet. So that's 24. And do you think we get Brie now, too? Because supposedly...
Yeah.
That's happening. I think it's happening.
I think we get Brie.
Yeah. I can absolutely see this happening.
Is there any other injured woman's talent right now?
Not that I'm seeing, so. What is her name? The one that got her knee injured and didn't come back yet. Zoe Stark? Yeah, she's on her way back too. So she's supposed.
You think we see her?
I do. I think we see her in the Rumble. I think we're going to see her, definitely. So I feel like we're forgetting some big name. Is Bayley's on here? Lyra's on here. Becky's on here. Lash, Chelsea, Raquel, Roxanne. Liv.
Some NXT stars now.
So we've got 4 spots left. So here's my guess to fill out. You tell me if I'm wrong. And no one can have as much pyro as Erica Kirk does, but Saudi Rumble's going to come close. I absolutely think they're going to have Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
Right? I believe they're going to have Zarya because they've been doing a lot with her, but...
Oh, you got to. Yeah, if you're going to have one, have both. Build up their story.
And then we got 2 spots left.
The last one's me, right?
Yes. So Candice Michelle and Layla, Eve Torres, Jim Cornette's wife, the one with the sexy butt. We'll have to see if that's allowed. Damn. I'm. Who else? I just closed the roster window. Yeah. I should open that back up, right? Here's the thing.
Yeah,
there's somebody that Lola Vice would be a good name because she's got the dual contract. A lot of people want to work with her. She's popular. You could throw Kit Wilson on there, but Kalani Jordan.
R-Truth
would be funny. Where else? Not Tommaso Ciampa.
He did it before.
He did. JC Jane. There we go. Because she's getting called up, right? So JC.
Oh, yeah, JC Jane, yeah.
Isn't it Jayne? Am I spelling it wrong?
Than me?
Yeah, Jayne. I spelled it wrong. JC Jane, and then Cody. With a bunch of
I told you to get me in the men's, though.
I know. We'll try. Yeah, Zarya's definitely going to be in there. So
I don't want to be in both. Oh, geez.
Fallon Henley would be a great choice, but I'm not so sure. Ivy Nile is already in there and doing shit. Fallon Henley is a good choice, but I'm not so sure. Nikki Cross would be fun if they let her out, but Piper Niven, what if she returned? She's been injured for a while. What about Blake
Piper.
Monroe?
Blake, no, you know what, Blake? I think Blake's a good one. Because that's one that they want to call up.
Kendall Gray is another good one too. So
I'll give. Fuck, I got taken out already.
Nope, you're attacking Blake Monroe to take her spot. Sorry, you got to do it.
Jesus.
Naomi can come out and be pregnant and just be, oh, the baby coming. While yelling all the single ladies because she can't find Jimmy. That's our Rumble,
I think we
folks.
did a good list here. And we're gonna see how we did after the Rumble review. We're gonna see this list and see if.
That's why I like having these scientifically formulated dockets, damn it. Sorry, I'm dying of this cold, and then on top of it, I'm very high. But I made it here. I got through the day, and I have focused. So somehow, some way, we pray.
Speaking about Rumble.
Dear
now,
banana gods. What?
The men's.
The men's.
Now to the men's.
Well, here are the odds. They say Roman has a 36% chance to win.
Holy fucking shit.
Bron Breakker has a 33 1/3. And
I want Bron to win.
Sami Zayn has 11%.
Who do you want to win?
Triple H is claiming there's going to be many surprises for the Rumble, and it ended up being much easier.
No surprises.
He said it was much easier to get people in, like Sasha Grey, Jenna Jameson. We're having the OF edition of the women's OnlyFans. So, Beulah's got to be under 110 pounds to enter. Sorry, Beulah.
You actually believe Triple H with all these surprises?
Yeah, absolutely. When has he ever lied to us before?
Every time he's in the new era, and every week.
No, I mean, all right. Let's look at our list here. You ready?
Yeah.
We got the men's Royal Rumble: Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio, Jey Uso, Gunther.
Gunther, is he going to be in?
Dun, dun, dun.
Is Gunther going to be in the Rumble?
Yes. Double duty.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. He did mention that.
You could read if you want. I don't want to take over. I'm just,
Jacob Fatu, Oba Femi, Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Javon Evans, R-Truth, Brock Lesnar, Randy RKO Orton, So so you put it as Randy Keith Orton.
Orton. Yep. I want to make
Okay.
sure we didn't get that confused.
L.A. Knight. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
So
I even
think
got a new sound that possibly came at the time of me trying to edit the podcast, poor Spaz, but it was funny. Now I got to find
is
it.
Cody Rhodes starting the Rumble? That's how I took it with his promo. Got to do it the old-fashioned way.
That's kind of what he made it sound like, and it was. It seemed like he wanted to. I think it's pretty stupid. What are you gonna do? You know.
So 21. Okay. Chad Gable, right? Chad Gable.
Yes.
Do we have him on here?
We don't, but we need to add him. So I will add him in a second. I was looking for my new sounds, but I guess it's not there. Damn it. Fucking you do the work, you get shit ready, and then it just shits on you. Now you won't hear the crowd, you know. Gotta have the countdown timer for the Jericho, you know. So I was turning the volume down a little bit, and I pitched it down just a wee little bit, just a hair.
Pat McAfee's coming back. Do you think
Is he?
Right. He usually comes back around this time. If maybe I'm wrong, but
He usually does, but I don't think he would be in ring. I think he would be announcing. So it could be the case, but what the fuck? It won't show my new themes. I did all that work for nothing, Cody. For nothing.
oh shit.
All right. So we've got James Ellsworth is actually a really good choice. So I need to add to this list. That's what I'm going to do. Chad Gable. Who else we thinking, chat? I mean, they don't have Jericho on here, but I have to add
Jericho's going to be in the Rumble, I feel.
Yes. Jericho is absolutely in the Rumble, as you teased me earlier. You know, no Jericho on here. That's 22. I think Finn Balor is going to find a way to get in there. Balor Club will be representing. Jared Fogle coming in live from prison would be interesting. He calls in.
I think Pat McAfee might be in it.
Okay, you're thinking Pat. That's not a bad guess. I mean, what do we think, Pat McAfee? Do we think that's a good guess? I think it's a proper guess.
I don't know, because they usually do that with him, right? And he can go in the ring. And like his college football like almost to an end, so he usually comes back after college football.
Yeah, he usually does. So
I'm gonna say Pat McAfee.
I know Liz will be happy to hear that. Let's see what else we got here. Let me add to it. Pat. Who else we got? Gilbert.
Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I think Hendry is going to be. Say his name and he appears.
I think maybe you get like a Jeff Hardy.
Ooh, Jeff Hardy would be cool. Santana, because he's a TNA champ.
Yeah, Santana.
He's a TNA champ.
How many TNA stars do you think we get?
Couple, at least 2. Kai and Ty.
Jeff.
Yeah,
Dolph.
Jeff. Oh, what is what's his name on there? Ziggler, Matt Cardona.
Oh no, he's not. Yeah, you probably want to put him in there.
How could he not be?
Matt Cardona will definitely be in. Kit Wilson will be in it.
Kit Wilson.
I think Kit Wilson's gonna get like that quick elimination.
Yeah,
then,
but he'll have a huge pop. It's Jeff Hardy.
Then when he gets eliminated, he's gonna hit his music again, and
Kit Wilson.
that's what's gonna happen. Mark my words. He's going to get eliminated quick, and then he's just going to walk out with his theme song playing again.
I believe it. It's going to happen.
Who else we got? Did you put Ziggler?
No. I put Kit Wilson. Ziggler would be number 30. So the only thing I put was this. Answer the phone, Cody.
Yeah. They're definitely going to do that. He's going to.
I got to be careful. They're going to
Set
claim
the
it.
quickest elimination for the Rumble, and then that song's going to just.
It's so good, though. You know, I just want to edit a copy, but it's all right.
So what do you think about my Jeff Hardy take?
I put him on there. Jeff Hardy is on the list.
Do you think that's a reach, or do you think that can happen?
I think it can happen. So I definitely think it can happen. Question is, what about Matt? That's what makes me worry.
You think we get both Hardys?
It's hard to do one without the other, but yeah, maybe because you just have Matt come out to the Hardy theme and Jeff has no more words. Like that could work.
I like that.
Right? I really don't know what else they would have at that point. It's kind of limited. You don't have one, you got the other. You're like, but somebody's going to be left out. Sadly. Barry Horowitz is a good one. Al Snow, you know, in the men's head and the women's. There we go. I remember I had the head action figure that came with Al Snow because that's what it was. Everyone wanted the action figure for head, not Al Snow. It's infectious, okay? I'm sorry. It is. Regardless, I'm thinking we got one spot left. Is it Nick Namath? I mean, that's not a great surprise, but it's something. Is it someone else from TNA? Like I'm racking my brain trying to make it somebody that we
Rollins, Kevin Owens.
Rollins says he's not going to be ready by then.
Did you
Kevin
see
Owens
Did you see that ESPN thing?
Yeah.
He was interviewed on ESPN, I think, or whatever, and they said, "How do you feel about making your return at Royal Rumble?" Then Seth Rollins got like all like his mouth kind of like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
Jaw dropped.
I think he was just
Do you see Rollins?
But he could. He's done it before. It'd be a hell of a pop. I just hope they go somewhere like Austin Theory was. He got to stomp Seth, and then Austin Theory goes to stomp him, and then picks him up, and they stomp the other guy. Something. They need some type of payoff with this. The Vision is starting to be like a Death Riders. They're not going anywhere. Kevin Owens is a hell of a pick too. Let's ask the chat. I mean, Owens,
Stone Cold.
I don't think Stone Cold.
Put Stone Cold on
that.
Stone Cold. I think he might be.
All right. What are our choices?
Kevin, Seth, and Stone Cold.
I thought we had a fourth one. That's why I wasn't sure. Who's number 30? Here we go. Answer our poll. Is it Kevin Owens? Is it Stone Cold? Is it Seth Rollins? Yeah, we know Jesus lived. Tony is not smart. For him spouting that stuff off.
Some people say The Rock.
What? The Rock is Jesus? Oh. Ron, is it? Yeah, we talked all about Ron. Actually, Triple M, you're probably going to be upset. If you didn't see the earlier parts of this show, I let a lot of people down, especially Cody. I let him down especially, and I feel bad, but he called me, he caught me on my bullshit, and I had been tweeting as part of Apple Club, and I said, if you snowflakes can't handle my opinions, then I'll go tell my friend Tony and get your account taken away. Bring it, you WWE living marks. At least I get laid with my hot wife. Be beautiful, but Cody caught me, and now my Apple account, all that work, all those interactions I would get, gone. Couldn't you just told me you didn't like it? I wouldn't have reported it. I would have let you
My
be able to tweet it.
apologies, okay?
Look at this. I got 69 retweets and 420 likes at 4:20 a.m. It was funny and awesome because I said the Rumble is gonna blow. Oh, get it? Get it? It'd be beautiful. Damn it, Cody. Damn it. That account was gold. I mean, look at these things. Look at these tweets. Look at the interactions. I don't see any numbers like that ever. I still will look at applications, not for a new co-host.
Okay, but
sorry,
why
that's
are you
something in my
linked to the
app.
same view bot and like bot that Tony Khan is
On
linked for
Twitter?
his burner?
Listen.
Yeah, so are those real likes? Or did you
Yes,
bot
yes.
them?
No. Those are real likes and interactions. I didn't have to pay for the followers. I was just pretty unapologetically assholishly racist, and people like that, and they followed the hell out of it. And I know it.
Did you get more?
Well, you know my Cody Rhodes hat, how the brim of it is red. So I would just post it like this with the red, and they'd be like, "Look, he's MAGA," and I'm not. But they would be like, "Yeah, I stand with you." And I got all these retweets and follows, and they kept pushing me around TikTok. It was pretty cool. And then you got taken down.
That's true. I have a question though. So did these followers on Apple Club, because you said they were all sorts of things. So would you say like do they appear to be on the right of you or left of you? Catch my drift.
Oh no, they were all over. There was a lot of them. They were all over the place. They were pretty scary too because a lot of them had the bang booms and the sticks.
Did they? No, were they more red or blue then?
Oh, so I would say red, absolutely red. You know why?
Geez.
Because they were all wearing matching tracksuits. They had bright red outfits on with bright blue shoes. It was weird, but
That said my rights?
with white caps, so they look like flags when running.
Oh,
Flags, flags, not flags. Cody. No,
well,
Cody,
your fault.
flags.
You spelled it wrong. Do you see what you put on your Twitter? Oh shit, you spelled it wrong, man. I'm sorry, but
well, that explains it. That explains the interactions. I didn't know I wrote.
oh Jesus,
Um,
delete that.
no, I can't. The account's been nuked. It's all been deleted. Don't worry.
Oh.
What I do want to tell you though is that this Tuesday night NXT has 3 title matches going on. They're going to have their NXT championship decided in a ladder match. And you're going to get our predictions for this. Now, next week's episode will feature a multi-man ladder match for the NXT title. We have Shawn Legacy, Ricky Saints, Cody, Shiloh Hill. We got Keanu Carver, who's fucking the next Terminator, Dion Lennox. They added Jackson Drake in because Ava's a terrible GM, and Joe Hendry was able to compete, so he is in it now as well. Holy hell, I am excited.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in
Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry. I'm excited. I think
Jeez.
I think Joe Hendry takes it. That would be great. No, really, he can't win because he's half on the main roster, half on NXT. He needs to fuck out of there. He'll be gone by Stand and Deliver, so maybe they would give it to him for a little bit. But realistically, who's my dark horse?
There's 2 more entries into the men's rumble. Apparently, the 2 clowns are going to be in it. Yeah.
Fuck. Well, now I'm not watching that either. Out of the 7 participants, Cody, we can't leave out my dark horse has got to be. I would love to see Shiloh Hill take it, but he needs more seasoning on that steak. Same with Keanu Carver. That's my dark horse. I would love to see him hold a title and be man fucking machine, Oba Femi's nightmare. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case.
Do you think Powerhouse Hobbs gets involved in this
No,
ladder match?
not yet. But I wonder if he's going to be in the Rumble. That is a name that I did want to mention for the Royal Rumble. We'll get back into the Rumble at the end here. We'll give our final thoughts, but all in all, I want, or I have no problem with Ricky Saints winning. I think it would be a good idea while he's heel.
I think Powerhouse Hobbs gets involved and helps Ricky Saints win.
Just keep in mind, supposedly from what we hear, Hobbs is not going to NXT.
They're putting him on the main roster?
They are putting him on the main roster from what has been reported thus far.
Oh, shit. I thought that they would have started him on NXT. They usually do that.
I thought so too, but no. That's... Yeah, it says Powerhouse Hobbs, new name. They're going to give him a new name and details emerge on Powerhouse Hobbs. He already signed with WWE as of January 20th. And his rumored debut that they have with him, they're going to sign in to pay for ads. Yeah, he's going. It said that
where would you
Sean
put
Ross Sapp said he's going to the main roster originally. So that he wouldn't be going to NXT. That's interesting. And we'll see what comes of it.
Would you put him in the Vision?
No. I mean, he's a good bad guy, but he's also a really good face. And I feel like that's kind of what they need right now. He genuinely, just has to...
You would make him a face?
Yeah. He could be a heel eventually, but I would have him be a face for right now. Fans are going to want to cheer him. He's new, he's shiny, and he's a great toy to possess. He's got a ton of tricks. He's very powerful, and he's really super impressive. So let's let him, while I get robbed, let's let him go ahead and tear the house down, I think it'd be fun to see him in the Rumble, though, and have him win it. Hell, that'd be...
that's just my team taking everything out of your house and making it mine now, because I got the rights to into somewhere.
Gotcha. So long as
did I tell you about that?
Milo stays, but everything else can go. As of right now, 60% vote on Owens, 20% split between Stone Cold and Seth Rollins. Interesting. So go ahead and hit that poll in the chat. Yeah, it says he's going. No one in AEW feels negative towards him. His remains interested in New Japan. Dates and stuff like that, but he has to remove some of his dates going forward. So some things had to change. But yeah, he's getting a new name. I get that. WWE is going to want to own it. So we'll check out the Dynamite highlights in a minute. But so for that match, I'm thinking Ricky Saints wins. The ladder match gets the title. Who are you thinking overall, Cody?
Changes my thoughts now. The ladder match?
Yeah. You got Shawn Legacy, Ricky Saints, Shiloh Hill.
Yeah, I was going to say Ricky Saints, but
yeah,
if Powerhouse Hobbs isn't going to be on NXT, that changes my whole thing here. Shit.
Yup. I did the
I still think Ricky Saints wins.
All right.
I still think he wins somehow.
The TNA Knockouts tag team titles are on the line. The Elegance brand. And now, what's her name? Ash by Elegance, the former, what's her name? Dana Brooke. She unretired.
Yeah, that one.
She unretired, so now she's fine. She's back wrestling.
Oh, she is.
I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she's okay, but that was the fastest turnaround. I don't know what happened that she hasn't told anybody. And it was like this weird back and forth. I had to retire. I left the belt in the ring. 1 hour ago, she re-signed with TNA, announced that she's fully medically cleared. She said there's so many amazing things that have happened in the last couple of weeks. Besides TNA's debut on AMC, one of those things, I got some amazing news from my medical team and the doctors. I'm cleared. So maybe she had cancer. I mean, God knows, I don't want to speculate. That's terrible, but I wish we had something to go off of, because you dropped the title, you were the champ, things were going great. It almost feels like the office lost faith in you then, and now you had some imaginary sickness. Like, I'd rather believe that than know you weren't feeling well, but still, this sucks. I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she's able, but yeah, Who's next? Cena going to unretire next? We'll see. It is wrestling after all.
Do you believe him?
I believe him. I believe that he genuinely believes that. I don't know if he'll stay away forever, but I believe he believes it. And that's what matters. So like I said, we've got the Elegance brand defending their titles against Zarya and Sol Ruka. Since she's back as Ash, I think they're going to lose the titles to Zarya and Sol. I think they're going to reward them for all the work they've done. They've eventually got to get something. How many times have the two of them faced for titles and lost? Far too many.
Oh, shit. I was muted.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
But they've lost far too many times. So I think Sol and Zarya, Zarya, Sol Ruka, they need to go ahead and win this.
You don't think there's going to be any clashing between them?
Maybe, but I think they're going to stave it off long enough for them to win the gold. I think the breakup maybe becomes because they lose the titles, And
they have a heated little conversation.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense,
I mean, I guess, but Sol and Zarya win.
All right. You're with me. And then, of course, Izzy Dame is defending her women's North American title. Not against Tatum Paxley, but against Thea Hale, who she took it from, and Lola Vice. I know Lola had racked up some wins before, but this is like kind of out of left field. She's not been in this feud. Tatum's been attacking her with everything, including the kitchen sink and a chainsaw. So why not have her just go ahead and be in the triple threat? Feels like they're building to a fatal four-way after this, and it's just getting silly. Regardless, I don't find Izzy Dame as champ to be credible. She won over bullshit, and it's just been nonsense since then. This triple threat can kind of make or break her career with all the defenses. So who are you thinking wins? Is Izzy retaining, or do you see Thea winning or Lola winning?
Izzy.
There you go.
No. Well, do you think Lola Vice? Do you think she should win yet?
Lola, no,
because
I don't
you weren't
think so.
high on her yet.
Yeah,
like
no.
a few months ago.
She still needs.
Changed.
Yeah, no, she still needs a bit more seasoning. She's good in the ring, but she needs promo work, and she's getting better. But she just needs to be in more long-term feuds to get the story pat down.
She'll end up getting it all together.
I think so too. She's still great. It's just she could be better, I think, and that's not a bad thing. That's what NXT is for. And this is not the same Tony D'Angelo, and he's got everyone's attention. So we got to see what happens with him. We'll find out more this upcoming Tuesday in NXT. We'll be reviewing that live. As far as tonight, MJF was appearing live in Austin for Dynamite. They had Kenny Omega taking on Rocky Romero. Oh, that must have been exciting. Sorry, but come on. Kenny's going to win that. Yeah, Swerve says he wants to set a record straight for Hangman. Excuse me, and Kenny Omega. They're going to have their match eventually. The women's champion faces Tekla.
So did this turn into Apple Club now? Now you're just...
It seems like it. John Moxley versus Ace Austin. Christ, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel tonight. The conglomeration took Mark Briscoe took on El Clone. That's ridiculous. And eventually we had MJF talk. He was interrupted by Bandito, wannabe lover Brody King. And the Young Bucks called out the entire tag division. And then you got your World Women's title, Statlander taking on Tekla from the Triangle of Madness. And Chris Statlander won, and apparently it was a shit match with a shit finish. And then they had FTR taking on Mark Davis and Jake Doyle for the tag belts. And instead of doing something cool and giving the Jake something upstart something to work with, they retained the titles and they beat them clean. So whatever, bullshit. And then we had Andrade taking on Swerve. Decent match, bunch of flips, but Andrade wins in the end. And next week, MJF has the Eliminator match against Brody King. And if he loses, he has to then face Brody for the title. If he wins, he gets to face Kenny Omega. So a lot of people are leaning up to take him on. But this sounds like a very bottom of the barrel episode. What I mean is like, they're having Andrade and Swerve is a good match, but Kenny Omega against Rocky Romero. You're having John Moxley against Ace Austin. You're having, you know what I mean? Like I said, Mark Briscoe against El Clone. What is this shit? This feels like it's all, leftover AEW dark nonsense.
It sounds like trash.
They need to hype up their live shows. I know they're trying to build in some of the newer characters, but because they've shown them as beatable jobbers for so long, it's hard to view them as anything but AEW slop. Oh, what do you know? Apple Club has a Blue Sky account, and they gave AEW tonight a 9.7.
Wow.
I don't have a Blue Sky account, but I see it here. I got sent a screenshot. So, yeah, they gave it a 9.7 out of 10. They loved this episode. They said it was exquisitely cinematic.
That sounds like AEW sicko talk right there. The only thing decent about the show at all was Tommaso Ciampa debuting in AEW.
That's the only thing I didn't bring up because I wanted to go ahead and find the footage, basically, or the clip of him coming in, but I wanted to find the one I could mess around with royalty free, and it doesn't seem to be happening. But he comes out and basically, he goes ahead and challenges Mark Briscoe for the TNT title, right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
I told you it was Jericho that came back, and you were like, really?
I was like, really? They're going to do that? I could picture. Did they not let him out of his contract? Knowing you, not to tell a lie, dear sir. Look at this. It's great to see him, but I hope it's not, hey, we have Tommaso Ciampa, and then he's forgotten about like every single other person that they bring over. And his contract was over today. Like it just ended.
I think
last night at
we'll
midnight.
see AJ Styles in a few weeks in AEW, honestly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he's going to sign short-term deals with I think Tony Khan or Ron is going to give him a few million just for a few months.
Yeah. I mean, Spaz and I discussed that
Jaguars type contract
on the State of Wrestling, and we really went, pretty far into it, but we did what we can. And
I think he's going to do a few months of each WWE he was giving his goodbyes to. I think he's going to do a few months with AEW, a few months with TNA, a few months with Japan. I think he's going to have a world tour.
Gable and Kaiser, the current Americano showdown at the Rumble. Good suggestion, P Money. That leads to a match at Mania. I wouldn't hate that, so we could finally get the Americanos gone from that gimmick. And
yeah,
you could even do a 3-on-3 and have him work with, former Alpha Bros and whatever you want. I forgot they're still around. What if he beats Gunther at Royal Rumble? We discussed this actually on the State of Wrestling.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
Spaz has kind of said it not happening. He thinks AJ can beat him. And I said, I think AJ is definitely going to TNA. We heard that report months ago. And then they finalized more because they want him to do stuff with Frankie. And I guess they're getting a couple things out of it. One of the alleged rumors that I had heard that I was weary of reporting, but it does seem to lead a bit more credence now, is that the reason WWE wanted Joe Hendry signed sooner. They gave up almost roughly like 40-something days, but 2 months of a contract before he could have been signed. They let WWE have him early. So what did they get in return? I could see them getting in return, hey, we want AJ Styles, though. We want him to wrestle for the title and wrestle Kazarian for one of his matches. And WWE's probably like, sure, done.
Because AJ's contract's up in February anyway, so.
But my point is, like, I could see them already having it set with TNA. You get what I'm saying? Like, he already knows he's going to sign with TNA once this contract's up, and it's set to have him make this much money, I could see WWE being like, all right, you give us Joe Hendry early. We need to sign him so we can get the merch deal set and the copyrights. And you go ahead and can have AJ wrestle from February onwards once we're done.
I don't think he stays in TNA. I think he does a few matches in TNA. I think he goes back to TNA. I think his last match is TNA. I think he might have a few matches in AEW and New Japan before doing his TNA thing because I think he wants his last match to be TNA.
I think he's just going to end it at TNA. I don't think he's going to go to AEW or anywhere else. I think he's just going to go from WWE. He's going to lose at the Rumble. and it's going to be sad. And then we're going to go and we're going to see him show up in TNA, and he's going to challenge for the title, but he's also going to face Kazarian, who's not the champ now, at some point as well. So we'll definitely get him versus Santana right now. That'd be awesome. And then he's going to take on Kazarian maybe for his career, for the title, whatever, but it'll be big. So he'll be the biggest fish in the smallest pond, essentially, but it's more worth to him than anything he's gotten offered so far. It just sucks because I guess Cena got the bug in his ear when he said it that day. People would pay to see you. And since then, he said he thought about it, talked it over with his wife, and he's like, yeah, people would pay to see me do this one more time. So let's do it one more time and make stops. And WWE was like, no, we don't want to do a whole year. We just want to do a couple of things and we're done. So that's got to be a blow to his ego or disheartening, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
It's got to be upsetting.
I do think he's doing a world because he's known for his New Japan stuff too. And
I can see him going to New Japan. I can't see him going to AEW if he's going to do stuff with TNA. I think that would burn a bridge with WWE for a bit.
That is true, but like maybe he doesn't. Maybe he feels hurt that they don't want to do a full year with him, so he's kind of more like "fuck you" in a way.
Yeah, we got to change our number 30 spot because it is indeed for us Kevin Owens now. We're saying Owens returns. So let me go ahead and pull up our entire list here, so we got it all in frame, and then. It's too big, Captain. That's what she said, right? Here we go. So I can pull it up on the screen. So this way we can go back and say what was our predictions and how well did we do. So for the men's Rumble, that's what we have. Roman, Cody, Rey, Jey, Gunther, Solo, Penta, Dragon Lee. No Jimmy Uso, huh? Oba Femi, Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Javon Evans, R-Truth, Brock Lesnar, Randy, RKO, Orton, LA Knight. Got to have him in there. We got Dom, Chad Gable, Jericho. We've got Balor Club, Finn Balor, Pat McAfee, Joe Hendry, Santana, Jeff Hendry. No, it's Jeff Hardy. Matt Cardona, Kit Wilson, and Kevin Owens. Sounds like a solid list for the men's. And then remind us one more time for the women's Rumble. I'll let you read these off for us, sir. I'll pull them up. Let me pull these bad boys up for us. So yeah, we went over the TNA, a little bit of drama there. We talked about NXT and their show next week.
For the women's, you got Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Asuka, Bayley, Lyra Valkyria, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, Chelsea Green, Lash Legend, Nia Jax, Julia, Jordynne Grace, Maxxine Dupri, Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, Natty, Bianca Belair, Tiffany Stratton, Lita, Paige, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Zoe Stark, Zol Ruka, Daria, JC Jane, and me after I attacked Blake Monroe, apparently.
Bam, baby. That was great. So that's our women's Rumble. Now, we didn't actually talk about the two matches at the Rumble. What are you thinking with AJ versus...
Gunther is 100% winning. You don't even have that. Gunther is 100% winning because they wouldn't do the Shinsuke Nakamura AJ Styles thing. They wouldn't be doing the CM Punk AJ Styles thing. I think they're telling you by not telling you that AJ Styles' time is done in WWE.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles made it abundantly clear that his WWE career is coming to an end, not his wrestling career yet. If you catch the wording from Monday's promo, WWE career.
Mm-hmm.
So I
agree with you.
As done
That's
with
what's
WWE.
happening. And then we have Drew McIntyre defending his WWE Undisputed Championship against Sami Zayn.
One more thing about the AJ Styles Gunther. I know people are going to be complaining, saying, but in Saudi Arabia, out of all places, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? At the end of the day, it does theoretically make sense because he did debut at the Royal Rumble 2016. He's retiring in
10 years
WWE
later
in
at
Royal
the
Rumble. Yeah, in 2026.
And he doesn't
10 years
choose
full
where it
circle.
is. What if they told him, like, this is when you have to retire?
It all comes full circle and makes sense. So like
Who's winning the match though, Drew or Sami?
debut Rumble, Drew.
So I feel
I know
like
you don't
Sami
like that.
doesn't.
That's why you
No, I don't think Sami
pivoted
stands
from
a chance because they're doing this so it's out of the way, so fans can't keep saying, "Oh, he needs to win the Rumble. He needs to do that." I think they're just going to have him get beat clean here. He tried. Maybe he'll turn heel. Maybe he'll do something different. But this version of Sami Zayn, we've seen him be the ultimate underdog and then win. And then he does jack all with it every time. He beat Gunther for the IC title. It was such a big moment, you know. He should have beat Roman. He should have. And all the times he's lost, and we still hung with
hate
him.
though. I
Drew
wouldn't
is
hate though if
retaining.
Sami Zayn won because
It's something
it
different.
wouldn't get me that mad because it's something different, and we finally get to see like a championship.
So now you got Jacob, you
chance, new
got
people.
Cody, and you've got
And then
Drew
Jacob, Fatu
going after
can win it.
Sami. You know,
I would like that kind of like because we kind of asked for that. Like, can we just get new champions and like kind of
what
make
if we got
like
a fatal
reigns here?
four-way Hell in a Cell out of it at Mania? You know, we haven't had a Hell in a Cell since Bad Blood in 2024. So
It would theoretically make sense with the three of them. I don't know how you get Sami Zayn in that where he would fit in a Hell in a Cell with those three, but you can figure out something, and I wouldn't mind that. Honestly, it would be a banger match, and so I wouldn't mind if Sami Zayn wins, but I don't think he stands a chance in Hell at the end of the day. So Drew McIntyre's winning.
yeah, Drew has to be winning.
Yeah.
How do you feel about there only being 4 matches?
I guess I do get it because there are 2 Rumble matches that will probably last an hour each.
So that's 2 hours and what? 20 minutes for each match. So 2 hours, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, it's still not even 3. It's why are we supposed to care about this when it's shorter than a SmackDown? You know, like that's the point of the problem they booked themselves into by going to 3 hours for everything.
That's fair.
So
they
I'm pretty
usually
sure
do
the
that
Rumble
though, right?
starts at noon Eastern.
Really?
Yes. So excuse me, yeah, the Rumble starts at noon Eastern. Oh my God. Sorry, folks, I'm dying over here. Yep. Let's see here. It starts at noon Eastern time. The pre-show starts at 11. From what I'm reading here, let's double check. Right here, Royal Rumble start time. It's okay. You don't got to talk, Cody. I'll handle it. Royal Rumble start time. Okay, so it says 1 p.m. Eastern time. So maybe 12 p.m. is the pre-show.
All right. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Let's see here. All right, so Chad's helping us. North America tune in live at noon for the pre-show. Live show at 2 p.m. Eastern. Damn.
You said I don't have to talk, so okay.
Yeah, Mr. Pico, the hero of the stream, let us know that. Pre-show at 12, show at 2. So we'll be live around 5 Eastern, hanging out with you guys. It's going to be a great evening. We're going to have a ton of fun that night. We'll be playing games. We'll be doing it all in the review. We're going to work it out, but
Yep, games. Yep.
it's got to happen for a huge Royal Rumble review. If we got to split things up, we will. If I have to make 2 shows, I will. I can always go live again. And hey, look, it's gaming time now. If I have to do it, I'll do it that way. But we'll make it work some way, shape, or form. Until then, we'll figure it all out. But we've got a busy week ahead. Tomorrow we have our Into Somewhere gaming night. Friday will be live Friday night with everybody that wants to join. Open Discord. We're inviting other people from the YWC, see if they want to stop in and tell us their predictions for the Rumble. We're going to be chatting about Rumble memories, favorite Rumble moments. It's going to be a great community hangout. You're going to want to get freaking flying high and just come join and hang out. If drinks are your thing, then do it chicken wing. All right, we're going to be having a blast. Soda to go. Get your pop, get your shop. We're ready to have some fun. It's going to be the best Rumble preview on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. The first roughly hour is going to be our coverage of SmackDown and any last-minute changes to the Rumble. And then by 10, we'll bring everybody in and have chaos form. We're not looking for a roast session. We're just looking for feel-good vibes and hanging out. Thea Hale clapped back at her haters saying like, hey, so what if I knocked the wind out of her on the ref count to 3? I did that. I kicked her ass. I won the title. Like, people were really mad at her for winning the belt. And it's like, what was she supposed to do in that situation? You know, a botch happens. You do it. You count to 3. So can't hold her against that. Seth said the Shield reunion is very unlikely, but never say never. He's like, if we ever got Moxley back, maybe for the Hall of Fame, we could have a reunion for us down the road, but I'm not so sure we'll get it by the time we're all done being active competitors. And Rey Mysterio, lucky enough, was not injured badly. It was more of a scare, and thankfully he's okay. We thought his knee was fucked, but he's there in Saudi Arabia. He was holding up the camera while everybody was there already. You see Judgment Day ladies and Jacob and everybody hanging out together already in Riyadh. So that's cool. At the street fairs and the shops, there's like a sneaker con going out and stuff. But you see Ray, the small man, holding the camera. They got him doing the
Dominic
selfie.
tweeted out like something like, I can't trust anybody now.
Yeah, let's give that a heart. There we go, Instagram. Woo, buddy. But he says, me familia at #SneakerCon. How cool is that?
Dominic replied to everyone, so now I can't trust none of y'all.
Yeah, because you're hanging out with my dad. Yeah. Hey, at least, we got the killer debut of Tommaso Ciampa. He's got a Psycho Killer theme song. He's got a really cool entrance. I like it. I know I can't play it live, but it says Psycho Killer. And then he comes out standing under the lights. So it looks cool. It's a hell of a entrance for him. You know, I'm happy that he's got this going on. So you can see right there. It's certainly a cool look. But you see this shit, Cody? Like, I like the idea of it. It's a good presentation. Hopefully they do something with it. We'll do... I like the raining blood. I like the effect. It starts with the heartbeat, and then the heart dies, and then he gets onto the lights. He comes out. The lights flicker. It says Psycho Killer. And then he goes ahead and has the Ciampa mask eyes behind him. The crowd goes nuts. It's a good song. And then he's got all the fire and the pyro. Like, damn. They treated him like $1 million. And it says Tommaso Ciampa on both the Trons there. Look at that. That is a huge debut. Hopefully they don't kill us for that. We paused enough for fair use. But granted, I'm testing things out. We'll see if this whole thing gets taken down. But they did him right. They didn't do him dirty. I'll give you that much. They made him a huge deal. He makes a big interruption, taking down Mark. Like, he's arrived. That's crazy. I'm happy for him, and I hope that he's able to capitalize on this and gets a ton of momentum and looks great. I've always enjoyed Tommaso Ciampa, and I'm glad he got to keep his name, too. That's fucking crazy. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, but AEW will drop the ball with him.
I'm hoping not, but most likely
they
they will. They likely will. So, is there anything else you had to touch on today, Cody, before we get the hell out of here and go and check out Spaz's preview?
No, we pretty much
the
brought
state
up
of
everything
wrestling
we needed.
Alrighty. Well, you can go ahead and do me a favor. You can tell these amazingly sexy people where they could find you, my friend.
You can find me over on my Twitter or X at Judgment Day Era. You can find me over on my YouTube at Judgment Day Era. You can find me over on my Instagram at Cody_Onidi_316. Twitter and YouTube will also be the same handle as my Instagram in a few days. Trying to get it all set up at the same time.
Yes, indeed. And let's check the WrestleMania countdown time. That's 79 days, 12 hours, 10 minutes, 26 seconds away. We are indeed excited for WrestleMania here and cannot wait for that to come. It's going to be an exciting Mania in Vegas. But we got the Royal Rumble to look forward to this weekend. Let us know in the comments, what are your favorite Royal Rumble memories? And in the meantime, let us know what you're most excited for at the Rumble. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on Twitter at CountdownEnded. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, youtube.com/Jake DeMarco. On behalf of everybody that's friends of the channel, check them all out in the description box down below. Until then, I hope you all be beautiful. I mean, stay sexy. And have a great night. Take care.